Okay, this is gonna be a video on data highs and lows. This was CPI on Thursday. Usually we have better price action on news days than this. This was just absolutely atrocious. Um, yeah, but yeah, anyways, what you usually want to do with data highs and lows, for those of you not familiar, is whichever side we take first, we're gonna go for that other opposing liquidity pool. So if we take data low first, we're gonna have a clear draw at data highs. And for those of you familiar with this, I'm gonna use data highs and lows for something else as well. So just if you're familiar with all this, just keep watching because there's some more sauce coming. Um, I noticed also on Thursday we had the 10 a.m. open was just absolutely. I think I had a limit like to soup this low and it just fucking edged the shit out of me. But yeah, 10 a.m. got like souped right here. Um, and the reason this was a good trade is because of what I'm going to talk about later. So, firstly, I'm going to explain this. Obviously, this is just if you tried taking the first entry after data high got swept yesterday. No, wait, yeah, yesterday. You would have gotten fucked because of this fucking bitch ass price action, whatever this is. Um, I think PPI today was a bit cleaner. Let me just find it. Right here. It was a lot cleaner actually. So we made a data low and data high. And here we made like equal lows as well. So this was like super obvious. Um, we put in the data high and you can see like we sweep it just immediately. Another voice crack, nice. Um, I think like for this, usually price action is like really fast. So you can use the 30-second or even the 15-second, whatever you feel like doing. But like after this got swept, this was super obvious. These equal lows and the data low. So like you could have just taken uh, the first 30-second chain instead of delivery. Right here, 10-point stop, target data low for a 1 to 4, 40 points. That's decent. Oh my god, where did it go? Oh. So yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, you can use inverse fair value gaps, whatever you want. Actually, after the data high gets swept, but just know that data low most likely is going to be the next draw. So that's why I like trading news days because the draw liquidity is pretty much free, like the bias. Um, except for CPI on Thursday because price action was cancer. But yeah, the other thing that I use data highs and lows for is I use them as points of control. If you don't know what that is, or otherwise known as POC, it's just like data highs and lows. They're not like normal highs and lows. There's like, I really don't know the actual technical part of it because I'm not a fucking nerd. I just know that you can use them for uh like entries after they've been swept. So like you can okay, 15 was bad. Let me check 5. Like you see this, right? That white line is the data high. Like you see how we constantly just tap it and go, soup this. Um, we might have even gotten a week C entry. No, got edged. Whatever. This was after close, but yeah, you get the point. So like if you get a strong close above it, you can basically use it as like a key open, if that makes sense. Let me show you on CPI. I think it was pretty, did some shit there as well. And obviously the 8:30 open, key open. It's also nice when you have news at 8:30. Like it might do. So we sweep data low. As we know, we're going to wait for data highs. We're not going to actually use this as a short. You could have used it as a short for like a small scalp or whatever, but I would never do that if data high is untapped. But here you see we sweep data highs, come back down, tap 8:30, but only use 8:30 if there's news days, like some decent news. CPI, PPI, NFP, usually the best days to use 8:30. But yeah, you can see here as well, you can use the actual data high and low wicks as key opens. They're not key opens, but you would use them in the same way. So this one lined up at 10 a.m., right? 10 a.m. We, as I showed you earlier, is right here. That's 10 a.m. and it's also right at the data low. You can soup that. Also with that little tiny 1 minute rejection block. Yeah, that's basically just how I use data highs and lows. You can also use, sometimes if they leave a big wick or like a decent sized wick on the 15-minute, you can use the 50% mark of that for an entry. If it leaves the engineered liquidity, like I explained in the weak theory video, that engineered liquidity is like the absolute most important criteria to be able to enter on a 50% on a wick. Like that's the whole trade idea, is based on the liquidity being there. So if you just try to enter on every 50% of every wick, you're gonna get murked. So don't do that. Yeah, just let me know if you guys have any questions related to this. Goodbye.